Hello there kids! Today we are going to learn about addition and subtraction. And at the end of today's lesson, you should be able to add any set of numbers, solve problems on subtraction of whole numbers, and solve word problems involving addition and subtraction of whole numbers. Now let's start with this simple example. Kingsley has 2 oranges and his friend Musa has 5 mangoes. How many fruits do they have in total? Solving this problem is quite simple. All we have to do is add Kingsley's oranges and Musa's mangoes. So, Kingsley has 2 oranges and Musa has 5 mangoes. 2 plus 5 equals 7. You see? Now that was quite simple, wasn't it? So what just happened between Kingsley and Musa is called addition. Addition means finding the total or sum. For instance, add together 5,436 plus 479 plus 56 plus 2,458. Now each of these numbers is called an addend. So just add all the whole numbers together. Now here are some steps for you to remember when you want to add whole numbers together. First, you write the numbers so each place value lines up vertically. Then, you add the digits in each place value. You also work from right to left, starting with the ones place. And if a sum in a place value is more than 9, you carry to the next place value. Lastly, continue adding each place value from right to left, adding each place value and carrying if needed. So for instance, let's look at this example. Add 5,436 with 479. What is the sum? Rule number 1. Rule number 2. Add from right to left. So we say 6 plus 9 equals 15. We write 5 and carry 1. 3 plus 7 equals 10, plus the 1 we already carried previously, that makes 11. We write 1 and then we carry 1. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Remember we carried 1 over from the last place value, so we add it to this 8 which makes 9. We write down 9. 5 plus 0 equals 5. So 5,436 plus 479 equals 5,915. So we have talked about addition so far. And you ask, what about subtraction? Subtraction means to take away. Find the difference or one number minus another number. Now from our previous example of Kingsley and Musa, if you take away or minus Kingsley's oranges from the total number of fruits, how many fruits will be left? Remember, Kingsley has 2 oranges, while Musa has 5 mangoes. Together, they had a total of 7 fruits. Therefore, their total 7 fruits minus Kingsley's 2 oranges equals to 5 fruits. 7 minus 2 equals 5. Numbers to be subtracted from one another are called subtrahend. And here are some tips for you to remember when subtracting. First, you write the numbers so each place value lines up vertically. You subtract the digits in each place value. You should also remember to work from right to left, starting with the ones place. And if the digit on top is less than the digit below, you borrow from the next place value as needed. Continue subtracting each place value from right to left, borrowing if needed. And you check your final answer by adding. For instance, let's look at this example. Subtract 2,839 from 7,615. So we say 7,615 minus 2,839. So we begin from right to left. 5 minus 9 is not possible, so you borrow from the next digit. It will be 15. Then we say 15 minus 9 equals 6. The second digit is now 0. 0 minus 3 is not possible, so we borrow 1 from the next digit to make it 10. We have 10 minus 3, which equals 7. Now the third digit is 5 because 1 has been borrowed from 6 earlier. So 5 minus 8 is also not possible. So what we do is we borrow 1 from the next digit, which makes it 15. We say 15 minus 8, which equals 7. The fourth digit is now 6 because you remember we borrowed 1 earlier. So 6 minus 2 equals 4. So now, when you subtract 2,839 from 7,615, you will have 4,776. Addition and subtraction are useful in our daily activities. For instance, in a mixed school of 2,346 pupils, 928 are girls. So how many boys are there? So first of all, we look at the total number of pupils in the school, which stands at 2,346. Then we take the number of girls, which is 928. So let's represent the number of boys, which is unknown, with X. It means to get the number of boys in that school, we will have to subtract the number of girls from the total number of pupils. Therefore, we will say 2,346 minus 928. This equals 1,418. So, the total number of boys in that school is 1,418, while the total number of girls is 928. Now, this example brings us to the end of today's lesson on addition and subtraction. In today's lesson, we have learned about addition and subtraction. We learned that addition means to find the sum or total number of either numbers or items, while subtraction means the difference between two numbers. Now, I hope you enjoyed having this lesson today. Let us now test what we have learned so far. Let's try the following questions.